Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am going to be planning for the month of May, and I thought that I would make this video separate from some of my other videos, which sometimes I just try to throw the videos together and, you know, just kind of throw all of the elements of a particular video into one video. I thought that I would break apart my plan with me video for the month of May. I honestly don't even know that I filmed a plan with me video, like a separate one, in a while. I can't really recall. So I just wanted to separate my plan with me videos and just have a standalone video, mainly because it's going to be easier for me to film, but also because if people are interested in just seeing planner videos or planner related stuff, then they can just come directly to my plan with me video. So that is kind of the point of what we're going to be doing today. I began using a digital planner in 2021. Technically, I got my iPad in December of 2021 at the very end of 2021, and so I have been using a digital planner since then. I'm literally loving it. I use the Dash Planner, and I'll have that linked below. You can go to thedashplanner.com or the Dash Planner on Etsy. I think right now, typically it's less expensive to purchase from the website, but right now I'm thinking that they are running a better deal for Etsy or on Etsy. So I use the Dash Planner for all of my digital needs currently, and all of my digital stickers and templates and all of that have come from the Dash Planner. I am going to be using a 12.9 inch Apple iPad Pro 5th generation and an Apple Pencil 2nd generation with a pen-like tip. There's a link in my description box for my Amazon shop, and if you click that, it'll take you to my idea list, and I have an iPad accessories idea list that you can navigate to see all of the iPad accessories that I have purchased or that I have so far. Highly recommend the pen-like tip over the tip that comes with the Apple Pencil. It pales in comparison. Also highly recommend getting a paper-like screen protector so that when you're writing using this pen-like tip, it really feels like you're writing on using a pen and on paper. But of course, if you're watching this video, you probably know more about digital planning than me and more about iPads than me, but I just wanted to share that tidbit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into planning out the month of May and setting up my planner, my personal planner for the month of May. Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm getting my music right and we're just gonna get to planning. So I guess in real time, this probably took me like upwards of an hour maybe, but maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. I guess the time will tell us at the top of the screen. So 5:14 or 5:13, and then we'll see how long it takes me in real time in case anyone was wondering. But for the most part, what you're gonna see me doing is drawing from my May budget planner. So I decorated my budget planner, and so because I like to plan more than I like to decorate, because I am what you would consider a functional planner, I am pretty much just copying everything from the budget planner. So whenever I create, you know, any spread, any monthly spread, I do it with, you know, kind of like the design element in mind that I would use throughout the entire planner or throughout multiple planners or throughout the entire month. So you're seeing me take everything that I already designed and, you know, create it from my budget planner. I actually have a budget with me video for the month of May that has already released, and right now what you're watching is my May plan with me video, and then I will be doing more planner related things in my upcoming May reset routine. So we're kind of just going to essentially like flip through the planner for the month of April and kind of talk about the goals and, you know, personal goals and couple goals or relationship goals, marriage goals, whatever, the goals that we accomplished and what we didn't get accomplished. And most importantly, you'll be able to see like what my real May goals will be and what our May goals will be, because I'm filming this video, as you can see, at the end of April, but before May begins, which feels much better and much, you know, it just sits better with my spirit that way. But I'm not able to I won't know until the end of April what all we did or didn't get accomplished, and, you know, that type of thing. So be on the lookout for that video coming soon, where I will talk about how we did for April when it comes to personal things and also financial things. I'll be honest, I thought that more music would be playing and you guys could vibe to that rather than listening to me talk. But if I'm being honest, I have a lot to say because I want to walk you guys. I want this to be kind of like a tutorial, if you will. So anyway, I already mentioned I am using basically all of the design elements that I already created. There's no point in creating more unless I just want to do so, but otherwise I don't see the point because again, I'm more of a functional planner rather than a decorative planner. Of course, I could have designed this whole thing new, but I didn't want to do that. Plus, I really like the work that I created. So anyway, what's fun about this particular video and why it's more, kind of like a how-to is because I am setting up a landscape mode planner. Whenever I purchased the Dash planner, which was back in December of 2021, I actually purchased kind of like this package thing. Like if you purchase the Dash planner, you get a bunch of different types of planners essentially in one. And so, I already had all these different layouts in my repertoire. So it was really easy to just kind of get this one up and running. So that's kind of like the new thing. So anyway, I'm going to share with you how I set up my monthly spread. Also, I'm going to share with you how I set up my planner for the month and do a flip through. Again, if you want to see more, of the ins and outs, you can come back in a couple of days for my May reset video, and I will be doing more planner things in that video. So anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm going in and I am designing, not only using the budget planner design elements, but for the most part, I am also, just adding a few things, but keeping that same colorway in mind. So I have a lot of stickers that I've purchased from the Dash planner, and they all kind of coordinate, or if you plan it out well enough, then you'll be able to have everything coordinate. And so while I didn't use a meeting sticker as an example for my budget planner, I'm using it for this planner. And one thing to notate is that I'm kind of going back and forth. Like right now, I'm trying to plan out all of my work meetings. Those are super important because while I have a lot of sessions with children throughout the day, I work full-time in education. So while I have a lot of sessions with my students throughout the day, those are recurring. Like I already know what class to go to, what school to go to, where they are in time and space. Like I don't need any real reminders of that at this point. But those meetings, they fluctuate, they pop up the day before. I get an invite for a 2-hour meeting the day before, like it's kind of out of control. So I just like to be mindful of those in the meetings. So that is what I'm doing now, but also kind of planning out some personal stuff. So one of my friends recently had a baby, and so she just asked me like 2 days ago if during some days and some specific times, because she's going to be doing some work, like work from home things, and going to be on I know what she's doing, I'm just not obviously sharing it, but anywho, she asked if I could be on standby if I needed to babysit. So obviously the answer is yes, and I will be glad to do that. So I'm just writing in, a mixture. I'm trying to stick to work, and I love going day by day. I look at my work planner, add in all of the things, and then I like to go back and look at my personal, my work planner is in Microsoft Outlook. That's what I mean by that. And then I like to look at my personal planner, which is through Google Calendar, to add in all of the things. It seems pretty hectic, but for the most part, I don't really naturally, I feel like I just mentioned a lot, but I don't naturally gravitate towards a Google Calendar. Like I use it for kind of pre-planning and getting my life together. Like if somebody sends me an invite, all I have to do is click RSVP or yes, I'll attend, and boom, that's on my calendar. So I kind of use it for pre-planning, but naturally I don't really pay much attention to that. I'm more of a create my own planner and my own setup, my own layout type of thing. So anyway, I'm also going ahead and planning out. So there are a number of things that I plan out each and every month. I like to plan out all of my work meetings and just those tasks that stand apart from my regular day-to-day activities. I like to plan out my YouTube videos, that's what you're seeing in gray for Wednesdays and Sundays. That's what I shoot for. We all know that if I'm not feeling it, then I just don't have any video. I just can't produce a video if I just don't want to, if I don't feel like it, because I work a full-time job and, I just do YouTube on the side. So anyway, I do like to shoot for a Wednesday and a Sunday upload if the stars are aligned for me. Also, I like to plan out any personal things that we might need to do, like as far as, or me personally, this is mainly my planner. So like, whereas you'll see me throw in my husband's dental appointment, that was the last thing that I threw in because it wasn't at the top of my personal to-do list and wasn't something that really has anything to do with me, technically. So this is my personal planner. And this is what I use to keep my life together. I really love the GoodNotes app because I can also access this planner on my phone. The way that I view digital planning and like what sets this apart from like a Google Calendar is because this I can write in and take notes. I can do observations for work. We don't have any paper. We do everything digitally. I can use this as a computer. I can edit videos, which I edited this video on this iPad. And so obviously I'm new to the world of digital planning, but that is kind of what's setting this apart from like a Google Calendar. Also with Google Calendar, I mean, you can create tasks and other things on there, but for the most part, it's definitely not the same experience. I guess you would have to try them both out to even see, you know, how they differ. But even when I was planning in a paper planner or a physical planner, it was still the same thing. Like that's for like note taking, that's for writing down, you know, just anything that I need to be mindful of that doesn't have to do with the Google Calendar. I feel like a Google Calendar really mainly is kind of for time blocking, but also for just keeping up with those events that you're getting, you know, invited to. So what you've seen me do so far is pretty self-explanatory, meaning that if you know anything about planning on an iPad, you probably know everything that I just did. Although if you're new, I do have a video for you coming soon all about digital planning, just to kind of get people started, because you know, it's a whole new world. But I do want to talk you through what I'm doing right now. So for the month of April, in my current planner, which is the vertical or portrait layout, I have a number of sheets that make up my April, you know, my April section. So what I'm doing right now is I'm toggling between the April planner and then the new planner, which is going to be the horizontal planner, which is what you're looking at now. And I'm copying, going to the dashboard in the horizontal planner, that's what I call it. And I'm looking for the sheets that I use in the vertical layout or the portrait mode layout. And I'm just copying those and pasting those in where I think that they should go. So I'll do a walkthrough at the end of this video. Like I'll kind of flip through my setup for the month of May. So all of this will make sense, but basically I'm just replicating the planner and what it looked like in April in the portrait layout, for May in the horizontal layout. So that's one of the perks of the Dash Planner, is that, again, you get all these different layouts, and you know, one of the perils, I guess, of switching your layouts is that you have to go, you know, kind of replicate the planner, which is going to take more time. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it really didn't take that time. So I'm just going to my April month and just looking and seeing what I had in there, and then replicating that in the May section, but in the horizontal layout. Okay, so time for the fun stuff, which is going to be me sharing what I've pieced together for the month of May. So no 2 months ever look the same for me so far since I've been planning digitally on my iPad, but for the most part, they kind of all are very similar. So you'll see in a minute the end of April, which is the last daily sheet for April. You see my monthly calendar, which is kind of like the motherboard. Then you see my May overview, which I'll fill out in the next few days. Basically, after April's finished, I'll fill out the sheet for May. You have my May trackers. Then we have an online order tracker, a transaction tracker mainly for business related things. We have 2 travel planners because remember, we may potentially be going on 2 trips. Then we have my blank sheet for like my end of the month mood board, the May 22 review, the weekly sheets for the month of May. I have them all together, and then you see all of my daily sheets. And of course, you know, if I don't use a daily sheet, I normally just delete it because I don't like a bunch of stuff clogging up my planner. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I just wanted to walk you guys through, you know, me setting up my monthly spread for the month of May, and just, you know, setting up my planner for May before May gets here. We are at the end of April at the filming of this video, but it really stresses me out when I don't have my stuff together before the month gets here, which is kind of why I'm doing this video now instead of trying to wait and doing it later. It makes me feel 10 times better and less stressed when I'm more prepared as I move into the month when it comes to our finances and just things that I want to do personally. At least 100 times less stressed whenever I have our budget set up before the month actually gets here, and whenever I have my planner set up before the month gets here. I've been a planner girl literally my whole life. I will whip out a planner in a minute. I'm just using a digital planner right now. And honestly, I'm not even the least bit tired of it, which is kind of interesting. I thought maybe I would have maybe navigated back to a like physical planner by now, a paper planner, but I haven't, so that's pretty exciting. Anyway, that's enough about my rambling. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to see more of this type of content. Be on the lookout for my May reset routine. You will see a lot more planning in that video. I'm going to recap our month, talk about our finances, and most importantly, and also just kind of flip you guys through, you know, my planner and how it went for April and all of that. So be on the lookout for more digital planning content. And then also one of my next videos will be a how to get started with digital planning type of video, since I feel like I have some information to share. So hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys right here in a few days in a new video. Bye guys.